friends, and welcome back to another interesting video. So join me as I prepare dinner for my family. Today we are going to be having cassava. So I've been keeping this cassava in the fridge for over a week now, and I'm surprised it is still very fresh. I didn't know about that, so it's going to be a hack that I am going to do over and over again. I was looking for ways to preserve my cassava. So today we'll be having ginger paste with it. If you didn't see the video where I shared how I make my own ginger paste at home, it's already on the channel. If you haven't watched that, check it out. This is the ginger paste that I make. These days I actually do it at home, so I love how it turns out because it is all clean. I know what is there and I love it so far. So let's pour the ginger paste in the saucepan where we're going to be cooking it from. I've already mixed it with water. I'm just going to be adding a little bit of water just to make sure that I have the ginger paste or the consistency that I want. And then I'll go ahead to peel our cassava. So you see what I'm talking about? It is still fresh. Like guys, I wasn't able to keep cassava for even 2 days. It was getting spoiled and I was wondering why. I didn't know that I could just put it in the zipper bags and then just keep it in my fridge. And it has worked for me. So this is a hack you can try out as well. I don't know how you do it. You can share with us down in the comment section. I'll be so glad to learn from you as well. But so far, I love that hack. Let's peel our cassava and I'll be showing you later what I'm going to be cooking as well. But I'm going to be cooking a lot of cassava. So this cassava, why I'm cooking it in bulk is because I want to keep some in the fridge as well to help me to be able to make breakfast in the morning faster. And also there are times where we really don't want to eat bread or anything wheat, so cassava always comes through for us, especially during breakfast time. I love it. So I'm going to be cooking lots of it and some yams to keep in the fridge so that we'll be having it for breakfast the next day or even other days to come. So let's do it. So these are also the yams that I'm going to be cooking with the cassava. Like I'll be cooking everything together. Let me know how you call yams in your local language. Here in Luganda, we call them bwayise over amayuni. For the people who come from Buganda, let me know how you call it in your country or your local language. I love to learn from you. So this right here is for 5,000. This is how they measure it or weigh it in the market, like how I've showed you there. And it really goes well with tea in the morning. So I always love to cook it for my children. Also, it looks so nice, as you can see. God is an artist. So it is also very filling. And it's a very good switch from the wheat that we usually eat, either the bread for breakfast, like all these other things that we make out of wheat. This can be a switch of it. If you're tired of bread, switch to some yams, switch to some cassava, switch to some local food that is filling and healthy. So I'll be putting spinach in the ginads as well. So this is the spinach right here, and I always love to have our ginads not so plain, like at least with something. If it is not with the silverfish, which we call the mokene, it is with some greens. Like it could be dodo, it could be any type of greens, it could be spinach, it could be any kind of vegetable, maybe cabbages, at least to have something in the nuts, like not having them plain. Yeah, that's how we love to eat them here at home. Let me know what you always add in your nuts, or you just eat them plain. You know, we love different things. So here I was adding in the tomatoes and then the onions, and then we also add in our greens. This is spinach, guys. It helps the nuts to look heavy. Not only heavy, it tastes really nice. Whenever I put greens in our nuts, they really taste so nice. So here they are. Right now I'm going to reduce the heat so that they boil slowly. Also, I'll be putting the cassava and the yams. I'll be steaming them using the banana leaves. So this is what I am doing. If you've been here for a good time, you know that this right here I'm actually putting base down, like creating base, and then I'll be putting a banana leaf down to create a base where our food is going to be steamed from. And that is how you do it. So right now let's add in our food. Those are the yams and the cassava. So right after washing them, yeah, that's when you add them in. So I'm going to be putting each on the other sides. So after putting your food in, you fold the banana leaf just to cover up everything you've put in your saucepan, just like you see I'm doing. And then we add on the other banana leaf to cover up everything. And then after, we'll be putting it on the fire. Don't forget to add water. Add water to your food so that it will be able to boil and not burn. Yeah, so this is how it looks like, as you can see. And right now I am adding water. If you can actually add water before you cover up everything with the banana leaves, it will be the best. And this is how our nuts look like, as you can see. I love how it's looking like already, and it smells so amazing. So that's the oil. As long as you see it on top, it means your nuts are actually ready. So right now they are ready, and putting them on slow heat so that they can boil slowly is one of the hacks that actually helps the nuts to cook and come out so well. Just as you can see, it smells so nice, guys. Meanwhile, our food is also ready, and I'm going to be getting it off the fire, and then we serve our food. That is it, guys. Banana leaves always make the food to smell so nice. Like the aroma coming out of each and everything I've cooked here is just so awesome. So this is the food. See how the yams turned out. I don't know, this color, is it purple or gray? Help me understand. I think it's purplish. The yams look so nice, they smell so nice together with the cassava. And yeah, our food is ready. It is time for us to serve it. Yeah, that is it. And so I'm going to be removing it from the banana leaves and putting it aside so that it can also cool down before I pack the rest of it in the fridge. So this is how the yams look like. And then the cassava is also very, very nice. Just as you can see, this is how it is looking like after boiling it. So this is all the food together. I had to cook some rice with it because the boys love rice more than any of the food that I have cooked today. So this is our dinner all together. I'm going to be serving, like putting everything on plate and serving our dinner for the night. And this right here is my plate. Yeah, everything tasted really nice. I would advise someone to try out this as well. The nuts tasted so amazing. As you can see, they definitely taste better than the ones that are plain. That's according to me, but I love how everything turned out and it was a success. So thank you for coming along with us. Thank you for watching till this end. I'll see you all in the next video. One thing I've forgotten to say here about the cassava, I told you, and the yams that I am going to be putting in the fridge. So I let it down to cool down, and then put it in the containers just as you can see here. So I'm going to be putting everything in the fridge. Those are the yams and the cassavas. Yeah, so I'll be showing you how I usually do it to make sure that I make breakfast faster in the morning. So see you in the next video.